Hello, hello, wonderful human of this earth. I had like a subject in mind and I forgot it. Weirdly enough, yeah, I'm not organized that way. Not yet, at least. I'm not writing down episode 1 through 30 or whatever. Now this would be the 5th video, and I was talking with a friend with a friend yesterday, and we were in a car talking about how the world is turning, and he's been through a rough patch, having problems and different non-planned things just happen to him over and over, putting him in a dire situation, him needing to change habits in his life. And I don't know what particular point made me want to make a video, but I'll try to go with it and talk about his situation, because I was telling him that, like, he's apologetic to himself and things like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, it was fucked up. I shouldn't. I did, but it was a mistake. And then I was like, yeah, but make this mistake into a lesson. Otherwise, it will follow you the rest of your life, and you may do it again because you didn't isolate the problem and isolate the solution to it. But other than that, it's not enough to just be apologetic. It's not enough to just be, I fucked up. I did something wrong and I need to fix it. I need to correct myself. But you don't just need to correct yourself. You need to correct your behavior, your action, and your daily life towards the problem you're having. And let's face it, we don't have one problem. You have 99 problems and a solution ain't one. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense. A solution can't be a problem. Well, it could. I'm not going to go into detail. Philosophy is a funny place, but it is what it is. And in this situation, there's need to be change. When for years you've been stuck to a habit, stuck to a way of living, it is hard to just put it aside and change for the better. Changing for the better takes effort and it takes time. Everything that is worth has its time frame to accomplish. So in this particular case, no matter what the problem was, because it becomes specific solutions and specific daily changes, but first and foremost is to get out of what you're doing and stop doing it. Because how many things do we know are not good? Like, we're like, I shouldn't do it, but we're tempted and we end up doing it. And that's when either it becomes easier to redo it, or it plainly becomes, all right, let's go ham and let's go and do it to a point where it overwhelms you and you're like, oh, I went too far. But you're too late. You're already knees deep, if not waist deep. Then the more you wiggle, the more you go deep. You need to stop moving and do something different. Take something and pull yourself out from the bottom up and not try to wiggle yourself further down. It is a weird analogy, I guess, but you see the connection. You see that in bad habits, like a big habits that affects you, there's little actions making that habit possible, and that had made it possible because it didn't start like that. We didn't start being totally in that bad habit. We needed to like make it come from ground up. And yeah, changing habits and stopping what you're doing. Stop it now. I remember hearing it. A certain author I really like, and he was talking about things that are stopping you in your way to success. Because anybody can. Anybody and everybody can, if you put effort. There is daddy's son and daddy's daughter that got everything, and that had everything because their dad got it maybe from their dad, and so on. But at a certain point, someone needed to build it, build that empire, build that wealth. And nowadays, saying that it's all about luck and it's all about precursor characteristic that makes it that you are or you're not going to be someone, that's taking credit out of all these people that actually worked for it. How many people, blood, sweat, and tears, worked for years, tens of years, and then they could sit and relax and enjoy the wealth they produced for their family. Sometimes not even for them. They can't really enjoy it that much. They don't have the age. And we still find a way to, they had something I didn't. That's why they made it. You got 30 years on you, 30 years of hard work. Guaranteed, if you would put 30 years of hard work into anything, you'd become a pro. They say that if you put 10,000 hours in something, and that's like nowadays in the modern world for like gaming, if you put 10,000 hours in something, a craft, an art, you would become a certain amount of mastery to it. You would accomplish a certain amount of mastery to it. And it is possible. Just nothing comes like boom. And that's what people think. People think that they should have it like others have it, but they don't see the hardship and calamities that hit these people while they were working for it. They worked for it. I'm not saying everybody. Again, people win the lottery and then become rich. People have heritage and then become rich. People have a known amount of money popping from somewhere and they become rich. People being drug traffickers or criminals becoming rich. I'm not telling you to one of these ways. Cheating is another way of losing merit to what you have. Money doesn't have the same meaning when you work for it with your hands and your body, tiring yourself mentally and physically. This is where money's worth, and where you understand what it is and you are happy about it. When it just flows in and flows in and flows in. Yeah, it's funnier to cry in a Ferrari than in the street. But sometimes people that had rich lives could have been happier without that wealth, because it doesn't always bring happiness. Yeah, Ferrari is gonna be more comfortable to cry in, but the lady you're gonna have in that Ferrari instead of that Honda Civic that you would have with a normal life, she may not be the same trustworthy person or that partner that you would like to have. Money brings a lot of things, and amongst that, fakeness, because we live in an era that is predominated by money. Money can buy anything, mostly, not everything. The real things are priceless. Yeah, that's how you say it. It's priceless. And for all these people thinking about, I don't want to say despair, but thinking that chance has passed and shit. No. Every day is a new day. And as long as you're here, you can do something. Some people are like, they can't get out of bed because their legs don't work, something like that, or they're sick, or hospital. I have problems. You have problems. Some more than others. But we got up. We got up and we picked up ourselves, went, did this and that. And we're gonna go to sleep tonight and hopefully to wake up tomorrow. Do something else. This 24 hours minus 8, let's say if you sleep 8 hours, that's 16 hours a day. You need to know that you accomplished something. You need to know that in this 16 hours, what was focused on? Improving myself? What was focused on? Plain neutral things? And what we're focused on? Making myself worse, not worth. That would be the positive thing. But we can always climb up. As long as we live, there's hope. And I need to remind myself first and foremost, before all you, And that's the thing, thinking about yourself before others. So that way you can radiate like a ripple effect and actually affect people the good way. Because if you don't treat yourself right, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to treat other people the right way, the real way, the genuine way. Because it's easy to be kind with people, but if you're not true to yourself, there's always a meaning to it. There's always a certain reason and something to gain from being kind. It shouldn't be like that. Being kind should be from the heart, without no intention of getting anything back. And that's when it's real, and that's when it can come back to you. Otherwise, thinking about the gain, it's not going to help you in life. It's not going to help you. It's going to backfire pretty quickly. If not now, in a few years, when you're accustomed to being that way, trying to sneak and get what you want by kindness, but that fake kindness is what's going to kill your good life at a certain point. People will notice. It's not easy. I'm not saying to be like that with everybody, because that way it loses its meaning. And it made me remind of something I wanted to talk about. Nowadays, let's say, I love you. How meaningless it has become for some people. Not everybody, I'm not saying that. But for a lot of people, I love you, I love you, I love you. Saying it 20 times a day. What's the equivalent of I love you for people that don't use it to people that use it? In the end, love you has just become like, hello, bye-bye. That's pretty much it. But not gonna go deeper in that. That like a point I'm gonna touch on another video. How we made a lot of things meaningless in our society. Things that should be really important and meaningful, but everybody don't care about that. But on this, thank you for passing by. I appreciate it. Peace out.